Transformations Review, question number 6. Reflect triangle FGH first over the x-axis, then reflect triangle F prime G prime H prime over the y-axis. List the ordered pairs of the vertices for each reflected image. So we're going to take FGH and we're going to reflect it over the x-axis. This problem is a little different than Bellwork 18a. So for Bellwork 18a, we reflected FGH over the x-axis and then we reflected it again over the y-axis. So we reflected the same image over two different axes. This time we're going to reflect an image, get a different image, and then we're going to reflect the new image. So the first reflection is over the x-axis. A reflection over the x-axis is x and then the opposite of y. X opposite of y. So I'm going to take x and then the opposite of y. I'm going to take and leave 4 the same for the F prime, G prime, the first 6 will stay the same, and H prime, the 1 will stay the same. But I'm going to take the opposite of all of these coordinates. I'm going to take the opposite of the y coordinates. So it's going to stay 4 but then become positive 2. It's going to stay 6 but become positive 6. And it's going to stay 1 but become positive 1. So F prime is at 4, 2. G prime is at 6, 6, and H prime is at 1, 6. Pause your video and get all of that written down. Okay, time to graph this. So F prime is at 4, 2. To the right 4 and up 2 is F prime. G prime is 6, 6. To the right 6 and up 6 is G prime. H prime is at 1, 6. To the right 1 and up 6. And that is H prime. I cheated a little bit. So there is F prime, G prime, H prime. Pause your video and get that graphed. Okay, now we're going to take F prime, G prime, H prime, and we're going to reflect it across the y-axis. So I'm going to start with our prime coordinates now. So this is where it's different from Bellwork 18a, because we use the same coordinates to begin with each, the x reflection and the y-axis reflection. But now we're going to reflect F prime, G prime, and H prime over the y-axis. Well, if an x-axis reflection is x opposite of y, so again, on the x-axis reflection, x stays the same. With a y-axis reflection, y will stay the same, and we'll take the opposite of x. So it'll be the opposite of x and y. Opposite of x, y. So now we are going to take the opposite of the x coordinates. I'm going to take the opposite of 4, the opposite of 6, and the opposite of 1. And the 2, 6, 6 will all stay the same. So F double prime is at negative 4, 2. G double prime is at negative 6, 6, and H double prime is at negative 1, 6. Pause your video, get all of that written down. Okay, now we're going to graph this. Negative 4, 2 would be to the left 4, up 2. That is F double prime. G double prime is negative 6, 6, to the left 6 and up 6. That is G double prime. H double prime is to the left 1 and up 6. So there is F double prime, G double prime, H double prime. Pause your video and get that drawn. All right, that is it for question number 6. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would take one more moment, pause the video, and make sure that everything I have is on yours as well.